Hey adventurers, welcome to the crew. I'm Sealord Janda, and this is my Let's Play of Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we made our way through Magran's Fork, picked up our new companion, Durance, and now we're headed south to Anslog's Compass to find somebody who can brew a potion to help a woman with her hollowborn problem. Looks like it's beach. It's still dark. We're doing a lot of adventuring in the dark. Hi guys, what's up? Magran and Tilly. Two villagers stand by one of the tide pools. They're breathing harshly, clearly winded, and look up nervously as you approach.
Hail, traveler.
If you're here to fish as we were, stranger, you'll want to avoid the compass proper. The dwarven woman points to the southeast. Her companion shakes his head. A lot of the ships wind up spread across the rocks here, so we didn't think much of the wreckage until we heard something. A terrible noise. I thought maybe it was a survivor, but he wasn't alive. Moving, but not truly alive. She shudders. It was awful. What do you mean? What'd you see? Corpses. Walking corpses. We don't want any part of it, whatever the cost. Might be we can find something in these tide pools, and then we're headed straight home. So, what are you doing out here? Fishing? Fishing, of course. Except I lost my fishing rod when I flung it at the head of one of those monsters. He sighs. We were looking the tide pools over and thought we'd try our luck down by the rocks. Got the fright of our lives. We'll have to make do with the nets here or go hungry. There's a lot of shipwrecks here? The woman nods. All the time. It's a lovely place, but dangerous as anything to sail. Good fishing most days. She wipes her brow. I think we'll look further up the coast next time. Farewell. Good tidings to... Wait, do you hear that? We're going to be attacked by zombies, aren't we? Sure are. Oh, no, wait, that's not zombies. That's Zorips. Ader, go save the villagers from Zorips. You got this. Myself?
Hey.
Oh, I don't think the villagers are going to do well against the Zorips. Okay, way to flank, Ader. Didn't expect you to do that. Okay, Zorips are not that tough, but they killed the villager. Oh, boy. Well, there's only one thing to do about this. Loot the corpse. Sorry, Tilly. Spear. Zorip spears. Medium shields. Deer wooden clothing. Okay, that seems just... Oh, out of inventory space. Put it in there. A couple of amethysts. 10 copper pieces apiece. 4 golden swolls. Sorry, Magran.
I'm here.
I'm afraid Tilly's kind of dead, but good news is we stripped her corpse, stole her money and her weapon, and you're cool with that, so alright, let's go. We really are the heroes. You're so welcome, Magran. I don't know which way the ocean is. I guess we just kind of clear it. Those look like dragon skulls or something? I mean, they're dead, but... Turquoise, 12 copper. An amorphous, semi-precious stone, opaque in blue or blue-green in its general color, but often flecked with darker deposits. And a page from Fulvano's travels. Are we going to meet this guy eventually? I met a helpful Deerwood woman while in Gilded Vale. She was an invaluable guide during my time in that sorry village, and agreed to accompany me some part of the way towards Anslog's Compass. We parted ways in the wilds known as Magran's Fork, but I gave her my amulet so that she might remember me fondly. Perhaps I'll return to these lands someday after all. Ooh, well, the woman's dead. We found the amulet. I feel like these are dragon skulls or something, which is... It's like some kind of primitive shrine. Oh, hi, Zorips. Oh, Wonder if the Zorips set something like that up. Are they basically kobolds? They probably are.
Yes?
I didn't really give any thought to it before, but yeah, I guess they must be.
How may I help?
Kobolds copyrighted by, like, Wizards of the Coast or something? Maybe. Jesus. Look at this little swarm. Okay, there's one on top of me. Don't appreciate that. Olaf, maybe you help with it?
How may I help?
Let's take care of this one. And, Durance, maybe you just get one per encounter of this, right? Yes, just use it. It causes burn damage, and these swords are not very tough. Yeah, they're really not. Oh, this guy. We probably should have taken this guy out as a priority. In case he was an actual healer. Oh well, they're dead. Quarterstaff, 3 spears, 3 shields, 2 tongues, 14 copper apiece. And another 2 shields, 2 spears.
I'd be glad to. I'm here.
Piles of equipment. I mean, it's all kind of junk, but... Golden celery. Isn't this what they made the chewing tobacco out of? Okay, I guess this is the Zorip camp. Scroll. Potion. Regen. Turquoise. Clamshells and crab carapaces litter the coals. Yeah, this is definitely the Zorip camp. Oh, is this the ocean? Maybe. Ooh, that's a corpse. Can I loot it? Sure can. It's got a fine arbalist. Dead Valian. Oh, this is Fulvano. Whoops. How is it that so grand a journey as mine should lead me here? The people of the Deerwood call this pitiable lagoon a sight to see, but all I've experienced here is misfortune. I thought to explore the cavern by the waters, only to discover it was home to the Sporlings. I went to see the vaunted compass and lost the bulk of my letters when I tripped over some driftwood. And at last I made to inspect the dragon skulls nearby, only to be menaced by some foolish little Zorips. I'll return to Gilded Vale as soon as I catch my breath. At least the Zorips do not appear to have followed... That was the end of Fulvano. Sorry, buddy. Kinda sounds like you're a bit of a prick from all your letters, but, you know... Oh. There's a ghoul. G-U-L ghoul.
Hey.
Alright, well, beat it to death.
What?
You guys, we've got this. It's just one creature. Oh, it's not very capable either. Alright. Try coming in greater numbers next time, ghoul. Oof, kind of exploded. It carries vessel flesh, 12 copper. Once held a bound soul. Rapidly decaying. Who would buy this?
I'm here.
Why is it worth 12 copper? How does the ocean work here? Oh, is this like a peninsula? Must be. Why are we always doing all our exploration at night? Oh, another ghoul. Why is all our exploration always at night? Is there like a wait for daylight button?
Hey.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Alright. Ada, are you there? Okay, you go that way.
Hey.
Okay, there's 5 of them. This is not ideal. To be sure. Loth, what are you doing going that way? Please.
How may I help?
Hit these guys with a little bit of the arcane assault. Me hit these guys with the arcane assault. What's this again? Oh, fascinating. Apparently that's a watcher ability I have now. You can just unravel somebody's soul. Handy. They're not Yeah, they're not too durable, but unfortunately, Durance is not really that durable for frontline combatant either. Do your Holy Radiance, Durance. Let's get that. There we go. That does heal him, so that's helpful. We're gonna need to go for this, maybe. A bit of a... Well, I'm clearly being too stingy on the spell slots, because I'm pretty much never running out before we rest, so... Let's burn some slightly higher level ones, why not? Oh, Durance, this has been perished anyway. That's bad. That was huge kill though. Loth, get this one off of you right now. Ader, maybe knock one down. Alright, I will help Loth get the one off of him.
I'm here. Breathe.
These
We got this, only Durance dead. He's expendable. We just found him a minute ago. Okay. 5 vessel fleshes.
Absolutely.
What's this? At the center of a ring of jagged stone, this boulder casts long shadows across the sand as the sun moves overhead. Oh, is this the eponymous compass? It's just like a giant natural sundial? Might be. Mail quaff, open helm, 4 copper pans. What's up there? A rod, 8 copper. There's an amethyst buried in the sand here, and another page from Fulvano's travels. While traveling west towards Gilded Vale, I encountered a fellow traveler of some considerable intelligence, and we engaged in pleasant conversation. It came to light that the poor fellow had the most execrable pair of boots upon him. I gave him one of my spare sets that he might better appreciate Valian craftsmanship. May they serve him well, for he said he intended to cross the wilderness known as the Black Meadow. I cannot imagine it is a pleasant place. For being a traveler, you are highly judgmental towards just everywhere you meet. Although, to be fair, all of the places in this realm seem to be incredibly dangerous. But, like, the number of things we've had to kill to travel, like, 20 feet in this compass. Okay. Yeah, that's a peninsula. The ocean wraps around it. That's probably that. He referred to a cave that was full of sporelings, and also there was a cave in the loading screen. So that might be this. It's the only large structure like that I see. Well, whatever it is, we can't get at it from this way, apparently, so let's go around. Basically, we're very close to where we started now, but we've cleared out the east. Oh, that is the dial, okay. Crabs and small fish cluster in this pool, left behind by the tide. Oh, there's a Zorp right there. Behind by the tide.
Hey.
We can't let Durance die, but it shouldn't really be a big problem.
What?
Not against a couple of Zorips, I mean. Well, you're still moving to where we left off.
I'm here.
Well, there's a grand total of 3 Zorips, it looks like, so let's just go ahead and pulverize those.
Yes?
Yeah. Rough if you happen to be a Zorip. We've got a
Absolutely.
massive collection of Zorip spears and shields. Oh, I thought that was like... that music that just started confused me for a minute. Sounded like a notification or something. Use of bells. Oh! Ahoy there! Sir. Panoma? Panamu? Bird scorned. Kind of you to stop and speak, my western friend. An Amoa stands before you, his hair matted and once bright clothes in ruins. Equally ruined is his face, a hatching of thin scars crossed by broader wounds. Haven't seen another kith since my ship went down. I don't suppose you're looking to lighten your purse. You're a shipwreck survivor and you're operating as a merchant? Admirable instincts. Alright. You were shipwrecked? Aye, we were transporting goods from the Dead Fire to Defiance Bay when a storm took us off course and ran us aground here. Only I survived. He frowns for a moment, but then shakes his head, clearing the expression. You should consider sailing the islands of the Dead Fire, friend. No more beautiful a realm exists in the whole of the world. I know that's where the sequel is. Did they already know they did not know they were making that sequel when they made this, I don't think. But, like, maybe they had the plot. Maybe they had the idea already, internally. Who are you? I am called Panamu Birdscorned, chronicler of the Huana people. Strange, I know, but we don't choose our names, do we? He chuckles, running a hand across his scarred visage. Alright, what are you selling, buddy? The ship's cargo. Goods from the Dead Fire, a few personal trinkets, all the highest quality. I wouldn't sell them, but without coin, how am I to return to my homeland? Well, alright. Let me see it. He has Fulvano's blunderbuss, which is clearly not his, and he just stole it off the corpse of Fulvano, but that's fine. It's a blunderbuss, huh? I didn't realize guns were actually a thing. Though known more for his wanderlust than any great martial skill, Fulvano possessed an appraising eye for gear, and this blunderbuss seems no exception. Despite its worn surface, this firearm functions as if it were made yesterday. Its firing mechanism smooth, and its aim as true as one can expect for a shot slinger. The pristine condition may suggest that Fulvano never actually fired his gun, lending credence to an otherwise apocryphal quote often attributed to him. Lead and steel can rid you of an enemy, but only wine transforms an enemy into a friend. How famous was this adventurer guy? Okay, so he has a few, like, rare, unique items, and he sells some fine saber types. And he sells 6,100 copper pieces for a helmsman's uniform. Or deckhands or boatswains. It is pretty good light armor, I guess. Belt of the Royal Dead Fire Cannoneer. Company Captain's Cap. Well, I can't afford any of this. I only have 1,400 copper. One-Eyed Molina's Gold-Fingered Spike Flinger. That's quite an arbalest. The dreaded Principe and Petrina prowl the seas of the Dead Fire, a persistent threat to the organized trading companies and to outlaw smugglers and slavers alike. These pirates originated as refugees from Old Valia, and some of them continue to maintain the traditions of that land. Others are as brutal and anarchistic group of freebooters to have ever roamed the waves. Due to the dangers presented by firearms aboard ships, many raiders prefer crossbows. This almost ridiculously heavy arbalest fires bolts with enough force to knock its victims from their feet. Gold leaf accents on the stock and stirrup differentiate it as a work of Valian engineering from more common crossbows. So it's fine, and it's got a 15% chance to knock prone, is what it comes down to. This blunderbuss is exceptional. 4 damage reduction bypass. 5% chance to cast charm. Well, that is pretty solid if I had anybody that used blunderbusses. Saber of the Seas. Fine. 10% chance to cast Overwhelming Wave on a hit. The sweep of this sword's steel suggests the tumultuous waves of an angry sea. Its blade always feels a tad cooler to the touch than you expect. And water beads along its length, a fine wet layer that seems to add to the weapon's heft. Though hardly unheard of in the Deerwood, sabers tend to be wielded more frequently aboard ships, where sailors eschew heavy armor that can spell death for a mariner hitched overboard. The symbol of Andra stamped into this saber's blade suggests a similar origin for it. In the War Club of the Mataru, fine and 10% chance to hobble. The Huana, cultural alliance of Momoa tribes native to the Deadfire archipelago, stand in opposition to the predations of the Principi pirates and the machinations of the mercantile companies that would exploit the Deadfire. The Mataru, the Huana's military caste, will exercise power over the tribes and defend them against their many enemies and the dangers of the sea. A Deadfire woodworker carved this sturdy club, blessed by the priests of Nagari to be top-heavy, and etched it with symbols of the sea. Its once bright paints have been all but erased by time and hard use. It's a nice club, but obviously we can't actually afford it. Best we could afford would be this nice saber or something, which would maybe be an upgrade on what Ader's using, but... There's also this belt, which gives Firebrand 3 times per rest. I don't even know. You summon a weapon? Oh, isn't that fancy? Summon a 2-handed greatsword with... It's a lot of damage, but... Oh, it's got damaging 3. Yeah. This belt of fine sharkskin bears the geometric tooling common to Routeian fashion, and within the shallow grooves of each right angle hide arcane sigils. Though its material does not feel unusual to the touch, the belt imparts the wearer a feeling of comfortable warmth. The captain's hat gives 1 resolve, 1 dexterity. A feathered tricorn hat, which bears the company's mark on its inner lining. Its dapper styling accentuates the wearer's grace and allure, helping them stay in command during the most onerous of predicaments. And all that's well and good, but we cannot afford most of it. Any of the magic stuff, or the fancy stuff, we can't afford for sure. So, let's see what else is around. Ooh. I get... Damn it, Fulvano, how many pages did you bury around here? After several days' journey, it seems it's time at last to part ways with my traveling companion from New Haemar. A pity we could not see the compass together, but perhaps he will have as grand a time in Giran's grasp. I've given him my gloves for safekeeping, for I'll hardly need them in such fine weather. Okay, not only is he dead, but evidently all his companions are dead. Like, I don't have any quests per se related to that, but like, well, I already have 2 of the items. Must be a... Oh, hello. That's a Zorip. Is it a not killing me Zorip? Seems it's a not killing me Zorip. Fish and clumps of seaweed, bright green with heat, royal in the stew. It tastes pleasantly salty. Looks like a shop. A little hut. Hello, Ranga. You find yourself facing a towering Omoa woman. Her skin is the warm gold brown of a dying sunset, with pale fish-white patches at throat and hands. Wavy red-brown hair, pulled into tight braids around a stripe of bare skin that follows the curve of her skull, flows down over her broad shoulders.
Good day, stranger.
She regards you calmly, evidently unsurprised to find you here at the edge of her camp by the water. Have you come for medicines and craft works, or to share the fire? She gestures to the large cauldron nearby. Oh, this is Ranga who... my side quest was for. Alfra sent me. She says you know a way to ensure her child's not a hollowborn. Ah, more of Lord Radric's frightened flock. She nods slowly. You're kind to come all this way. Poor Alfra must be beside herself. I imagine she gave you something for payment? Whatever it is, you keep it. I don't need coin. I need you to do something for me instead. Ranga points inland. There's a Zorip tribe to the northeast, led by one of their priests. Tenna was exiled from there some time ago, and their scouts still lurk about this place, waiting for an opportunity to end his life. The Zorip lets out a rattling squawk, head drooping. Oh, he's in exile. One day I'll have to go for supplies, and I'll come back to find my assistant slain. How will I help anyone then? She shakes her head. You rid me of this nuisance, I'll do what I can for Alfra, and throw in something for you, too. Well, good news. I killed the whole lot of them on the way here. They're not going to be a problem. Truly, you're very efficient with your favors. Here, something for your trouble. She nods and claps her hands once. Good, then I shall set my full attention now upon the remedy for Alfra. Potion of minor regen, minor recovery, minor endurance. Fantastic. I'll get started on the mixture, but I need one more ingredient. Some spores from the creatures in that cave there. She points just north of her little stretch of beach. Sporelings, they call them. It's a useful material. I need one for the mixture. You're welcome to any others you find. I'm not gonna harass her. I'll just say, sure. Good. I'll prepare the rest while you're gone. Once you return, it should not take very long to finish. Alright, can I ask about the Zorip? Zorip jabbers unintelligibly.
Good day to you.
Oh, the Sporlings have a way with the mind. Alright, I can't ask about the Zorip anymore. Maybe once I get back with the stuff. That's kind of the only area left on the beach, so I assume it's the, more Zorips. Well, that's not a problem. I've got to adjust the party formation. Ader never seems to manage to be in front. That said, it doesn't really matter in this case because we're gonna absolutely slaughter these poor little Zorips. Yeah, bye.
Of course.
2 more sets of weapons and armor and another tongue to boot.
I'm here.
Laying low.
Cave coral. Alright. Durance already died once, so I'm gonna camp. Just in case this cave turns out to be incredibly dangerous. It looks a little ominous. Although, it can't be that deep, because it would be super flooded below ground level at this, like... I mean, it's right... Like... Based on those tide pools, you have to think it'd be below water at high tide. Although I don't feel like the tide is actually simulated on the map, which is lame. Okay, those Sporlings are mushroom people. One of them is dank. We're gonna kill them all. Sorry, mushroom people.
Hey.
These both by mages, yes. Get over here. Hit him with a little bit of the old...
I'm here.
Arcane Assault. It seems we've managed to engage the little ones separate from the big ones, so that's good. Durance used the old Holy Radiance, maybe? Alright, both of you just focus fire on that one. They're pretty durable.
Yes.
If I move slightly, can I catch several of them in a fan of flames? Okay. Not without catching the entire damn party in it, I can't. Maybe with this, though.
That's
Didn't get that one quite good. That's good.
I fear we've lost the angry one.
What? Oh, for God's sake, Durance. I didn't even realize he was getting hurt. Oh, well. Got a bunch of dank spores. Okay. Durance, I need you to die less, man.
You can trust me.
Hey.
Ader doesn't die. That's a big spore. And it's dank.
What?
Alright, Durance, get up there, but don't die. Wait, is Ader? Oh, he's confused, I see. Alright, well. Aloth, maybe hit it with blindness, and I'll give it a little bit of the old, I have to get close to give it the corrosive siphon, or the ray of fire, even so. I guess we'll sneak closer.
Take. Worth and rough.
Oh, great. It's real good at confusing people, huh? Let's hit it with the ray of fire before I get too confused. I guess it's a hallucinogenic mushroom, huh? That's what happens. Any chance Holy Radiance clears confusion?
Hey.
Oh, it just clears on its own after a minute. Alright. Okay. It didn't really have a lot of tricks other than making us confused. He was definitely supposed to work in concert with the other three, but they all didn't trigger together. These small, feather-thin spores have delicate, stinging barbs by which they cling to surfaces, passing creatures in the inside of nostrils. Problematic. Moss and mold cover the bones like a blanket. They smell
I'm here.
earthy and wet. How fun. Okay, dead adventurer, 4 souls. Jeez. Another dead adventurer, 2 copper skeets. Standard currency of the Ader Empire. Cave coral. Cave coral. Chest with an arbalest. Okay, well, we got the dank spores. I think that's it for this cave. Yeah. Fun mushroom people. Sporelings, as it were, yes. Yeah, definitely is the cave from the loading screen. Alright, now let's go talk to the woman down here. Hey, it's finally daylight. Love the way the party marches in like a incredibly tight column.
How do you do?
I have some spores. So you do. Excellent. Give one here and I'll add it to the cauldron. This should not take long. The mixture's ready. Take this to Alfra. Tell her to drink it before bed as it induces sleep. She'll find herself more energetic in the mornings. Tell her to eat more fish and cheese. The potion will sustain a healthy appetite. Grant her strength. She's a rather frail woman from what I remember of her. Well, hold on now. I thought this was supposed to fix being Hollowborn, not be a bloody NyQuil. I can tend to ailments of the body. I cannot cure an affliction of the soul. Certainly not one inflicted by the gods. Ranga crosses her arms. I've explained many times. People will believe what they want. So let her believe. Perhaps that'll help. Faith is a powerful thing. In the meantime, she'll feel much improved, and if her child should not be claimed by the legacy, then it will be born healthy. That I will promise. Well, I don't know. I mean, she is evidently, at least to me right now, though, she's not, in fact, representing herself really as having a, well, she sent this on a goose chase into the cave, and you know what? Seems like her heart's in the right place. What can I do, really? Kill her? The only thing otherwise I can do is badmouth her to everyone else I meet, which maybe I will. I've done what I can, as promised. Tell Alfra I wish her well. Can I ask about the Zorip anymore?
How do you do?
It's good to see you well. Was there anything else I can do for you? Not all my remedies are quite so difficult to obtain, I assure you. Could I see your wares? She's got stew, potions, black psalm, which common sight in the Deerwood, fashioned from sonread liquor and the boiled sap of Glanfathan trees. Lends a sense of heightened alertness to the user, but leaves one feeling worn and lethargic once it wears off. Also, Ripple Sponge, which has a soothing, made from sponges found along the rocky coasts of Raute. Ripple Sponge is ground finely and inhaled, often used on long sea voyages, for it has a soothing, calming effect which helps in tackling extended periods of strenuous activity. And Gold Rot Chew. She just sells a bunch of drugs and stew, but mostly drugs. I will buy more camping supplies, because she needs one set, though. Oh, well, I'll buy it anyway. I can't ask about the Zorip, huh? Tana grins toothily.
I'm here.
Fair enough, seems like a nice Zorip. Looks like that's it for Anslog's compass, so let's head back north. Because I don't think there was any way to leave via the east. No. So we just gotta backtrack, yeah. Backtrack, and then we will head east towards Caed Nua. Via Black Meadow. I don't know if there's any areas in between there or not, but we'll find out. Oh, can I travel? I don't have to go through Magran's Fork? No, I can just go direct to the Black Meadow. Okay. Handy. Thanks for watching, adventurers. New parts will be up every other day, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. Have a nice day, adventurers. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.